Well, good morning, everybody. I got to show you outside. Look at that foolishness, huh? April 16th, and it's snowing. Not that this is that unusual in Maine. We get April snowstorms about every 3-4 years. But anyway, yeah, kind of disappointing. You know, the ground was all dried up. But anyway, it is what it is. So I got the U9 in before the bad weather. And this morning, I only got a half hour or so here. I'm gonna take the 4 bolts out that hold the base. And I've got 2 bolts right here that go from the lower water outlet and or inlet, I should say. I don't know how you want to look at it. It's out of the radiator into the block, but anyway. So yeah, so that's what I'm after right now. If I can get that off the front, then I can start removing the stuff off the front, and we can find out how bad the gears are broken the front. But as you can see, that cylinder there holds water pretty good. That piston's almost all the way down. It's almost all the way full of water. This one here is half full. These 2 here have drained. I'm hoping, I'm not sure, I pounded on these pretty hard. If these things are good, I'm going to hone them and see if these 3 cylinders aren't good. That one right there, I know, needs to be replaced. But I don't want to really replace it because you have to do an overbore. If you got to do an overbore, all that does really is make it burn more fuel if you're above the horsepower that you need. And this is 55 horsepower the way it is. And for a bell saw, that should more than be adequate. But anyway, we'll see what we get here. I'm going to work on them front bolts. And it's not too difficult there. There's, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's, I took one out already, another one up here in the shadow. Yeah, it's pretty hard work to see in there. But anyway, that's where I'm working. I'll bring you back in a few. It's pretty amazing that thing still had antifreeze in the base of it. And hopefully, I don't know if that container is going to hold it all or not. I've got to put the plug back in. Well, it held it, but as you can see, it's right there. Probably going to make a mess, but anyway. Yeah. I'm going to dip a little out of that. Oh, I'm going to shut you off and I'll get it cleaned up. Well, I got this off. Radiator on the front side's extremely good condition. On one side or the other. I guess it's this side. I think it's chewed up a little on the back side because, let's see. No, it would be on this side. What happens is these set in the machines usually in a crane or a shovel, where that would be towards the front of the machine. This here would be where the power takeoff would be on the right. And of course your back tin would be back here. So they open up the tins in the summertime. And the engine's exposed and the radiator's exposed. And if they get out into the woods anywhere, because you don't know what this thing was used for, a lot of times limbs and stuff will come in through the side. On the back side of it right here, and the only place they can get is in this side right here. And I'm pretty sure that if I tip that back a little, yeah, you can see the bad spot right there. So anyway, that's why they're on that side. Yeah, get that back in there. Yeah, make sure that thing stays solid. So anyway, now we can start to take the rest of it apart. Could be a challenge, but anyway, I'm going to pick on it a little at a time. Yeah, I got about 10 more minutes, so I'm going to work on getting that water pump off. You know, we got the water pump off. It doesn't look too bad in behind it. you can see about where the water line was. I was actually lucky. This thing, I don't know how, but it's got antifreeze in it. What's left in it. It may be weak, but it's antifreeze. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be even discussing trying to rebuild this old girl. But yeah, we got lucky on that. There's probably still some liquid down here, I imagine. I'll have to drain that in a little bit. But yeah, so far so good. Carol's upstairs. She's waiting on me. We got to take our new little puppies to the vets, get them a vet check today. So this video is going to be kind of short and sweet. Anyway, we're working on it. We'll try to get that front pulley off next, and I know that them can be a bear. Well, I'm going to spray some stuff on it here this morning before I go and let it set all day. I'm not going to be in a hurry for it. So anyway, that's it on the U9 for today. I might do something on it tonight after supper. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Yeah, we're going to see if we can get that front pin out. If we can do that, then we can work on this front pulley. Boy, it does move. But I'm going to take a file to it, I guess. It is so hard to get a square hit on it. I think I'm going to sacrifice it, actually. I want to take the whiz wheel and cut it off, because I can make a new one. Because it's bent. I can see it's bent. So it's not going to come out good. I'm going to shut you off while I do that, because it's just burning up time. So anyway, as you can see, I was bad. I have sockets that go up to 3 inch, but I don't have any of them that are deep enough to get over the snout. So I did use a chisel. I used a sharp one to make a little score, and then I used my flat end one to actually drive it off so it didn't cut it right in two. It's going to be usable. I'll dress that up. We'll straighten it out before we put it back on. And anyway, this pulley here came off. I used a puller on it, but I spun it off with my finger driving the wrench. I mean, it was one of them things I was like this going on the puller. It wasn't a press fit at all. It was just pushed on. So now what I need to do is take all these bolts off. I'm not going to film it, but that's what I'm heading for. And I'm not sure if this right here is supposed to move and come off or not. I'm assuming it does. I may tap that with a rubber mallet and see if anything moves. And seems to me like that should just be a slip fit on this snout. But of course it's probably rusted, but we'll take a look at it here, see what we find out. Well, I got this loose. I haven't pulled it off yet. As you can see, there's a lot of rust in there. So we're going to pull it off together here. I know you can't see it, but I'm going to pick it off. We'll see how bad it is. Boy, she rusty. So it appears that the crank gear probably is all right. I don't know for sure, but we had some stuff happening in there. We didn't know that it was happening when it was doing it. Camshaft seized up in the block. This here was seized up. So anyway, when we was moving the crankshaft, of course, stuff failed here. Hopefully them chips will come right out of that gear. Yeah, oh yeah, they're just sitting in there. So I would imagine where one was cast and one was steel, that looks a little bit better. Nothing in there now. The cam gear appears to be alright, even though it's stuck. So I think just this idler gear is what I'm going to have to find. But we'll see how bad this rust is too once we get cleaning stuff up. She had a lot of water go through it. And yeah, parts and pieces. Yeah, if we'd have known that stuff was seized up that tight, we wouldn't have tried to free it. But anyway, that's how life goes sometimes. So anyway, I'm gonna quit right here tonight. Yeah, I guess the next time I'm gonna work on it there, we'll get that idler off, and then we'll see if we can get this cam gear to move at all, because all the lifters are stuck. So it would be awful nice if we could get it to rotate just with a knot, you know, without breaking anything, and get all the lifters pushed up. Don't know if they will. They might not. Hard to say, not knowing. But anyway, we're gaining. I mean, I'm pretty happy with what I got done here tonight. Yeah. So anyway, we'll get on with it here another few days. I don't know, as I'm going to work on it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we're going to plant all day. I worked on this a little bit this morning. Wasn't worth starting planting for an hour. You know, we had to take the dogs to the vets, get them checked, and they all checked out fine. So that was kind of a load off our mind, you know, when you get 2 new puppies, you know. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. Hope you enjoyed. And in case you didn't pick it up there, this is a U9, 335 cubic inches, about 55 horsepower. Going to try to save it to run the bell saw. We'll see how it goes. If you liked it, hit the like button, and don't hesitate to subscribe. We'll talk to you later.